This one's pretty standard. Samurai Jack operates on a dynamic timeline, and there are two main instances of time travel in this universe. The first is whenever Aku throws Samurai Jack into the future, but this doesn't impact the timeline in any way because moving forward in time doesn't have any major impact on the time stream because you're simply moving forward in time faster than everybody else. The second and more significant instance of time travel is whenever Jack, with the assistance of Ashi, is able to go back in time very briefly after Aku first sent Jack into the future. We can know for certain that this is a dynamic timeline because after Jack successfully kills Aku in the past, this results in Ashi fading from existence because she would not be able to exist since her father was born before she was created. There are two main paradoxes that allow us to better understand how this timeline operates. The first paradox is that Ashi shouldn't have been able to send Jack back in time to kill Aku because if Aku never exists after that point, Ashi cannot exist after that point, and she would not be able to create a time portal because she would not exist. This shows that the timeline operates in the linear order of events. Instead of time knowing what they were going to do, like a predestined system, they instead go back, and the timeline doesn't update and handle the paradoxes until after the events are carried out, in real time. The second paradox is that Jack doesn't disappear like Ashi does. We know from Ashi's disappearance that whenever Jack kills Aku in the past, this results in the future being rewritten and effectively undone, which means that Jack also should have disappeared because he's from the future and even spent 50 years in the future. Therefore, whenever Aku was killed, Jack and Ashi should have both disappeared. The only difference between Ashi and Jack is that Ashi had no history in the past, while Jack had his entire childhood and even young adulthood in the past. So for some reason, the universe allows Jack to continue to exist because of his history in the past and in the present. Whereas Ashi had no history outside of the future timeline that was being erased due to Jack's actions. Every universe with a dynamic timeline handles things differently, but Samurai Jack would still be considered a pretty standard dynamic timeline.